Good morning, students. How are you? And hope you are going through the videos in which we are doing the explanations of the lesson. Children, if you will not go through our videos and if you will not devote time for your studies, then you won't be able to do your homework. And since you are in class 8 now, you will be doing the question answer by yourself. So let's continue this interesting story, The Selfish Giant, written by Oscar Wilde. And I think I told you that a giant garden was very beautiful and children loved to play there after school hours in the afternoon. That was a lovely garden with full of flowers, fruits, and there was a lot of peach trees were there. Now children, that giant, he went to his friend's house for 7 years, and when he returned home after 7 years of stay with his friend, he saw those children playing in the garden. He could not bear it. He shouted at them angrily and they ran away. Now the giant was selfish. He decided that he will not allow anybody else to play inside his garden. So what he did, I told you. Yes, he built a high boundary wall around it. He also put up a notice that outside entering the garden will be punished. Okay, so this was the notice. Can you see this notice? What was written on the notice? It was written, trespassers will be prosecuted. That means nobody will be allowed inside the garden. If anybody will be there, he would be officially punished. So that giant was very selfish. You can see the giant here and you can see how frightening the children are when they are seeing him. Now children, the poor children, they had no other places to go as the road was very dusty and it was full of stone. Now time passed, the season changed. There was a spring season now, but the spring came all over the country, except it did not enter in the garden of the selfish giant. It was still winter there. Now children, spring is welcomed by everyone, but winter is not liked by everyone because it is everywhere, it is snow covered, no life is seen on the road. Okay, so this thing, no, winter is not welcome. There is a dead silence, you can see everywhere. The children cannot out for playing, the people stay in their houses, they don't even come outside to buy the things. So there is a silence everywhere. And unlike winter, spring is full of life. Beautiful flowers flourishes, beautiful flowers and trees. Different type of fruits can be seen in spring season with the chirping of the bird, and children, they are happy. Moreover, the weather is also very good, neither too cold nor too hot. So spring, the mother earth, it looks beautiful with different type of flowers, trees, grass. So spring is welcomed by everyone. So the spring season, it came all over the world except in the garden of that selfish giant. Now he sat at nearby his window and looked out at his cold white garden. Now still hoping that there will be a change in the season, in the weather. But the spring never came, nor the summer. The autumn gave golden fruit to every garden, so spring entered everywhere. It came upon the earth. It entered at every garden except the garden was a garden of the giant, and the giant was still waiting for the spring to come to his garden. So but the spring never came, nor the summer. Now children, I am from here, I will be explaining you from here. But the spring never came, nor the summer. Now he waited and waited, but the spring never came to the garden of the giant, and nor the summer came. The autumn gave golden fruit to every garden, but to the giant garden she gave none. So it was autumn season in which fruit was grown everywhere except in the garden of that giant. He's too selfish, she said. So it was always winter there, and the north wind and the hail and the frost and the snow danced about through the trees. Now, children, it was still winter there, and north wind, which is the coldest wind, it brought hail and the frost. That means snowstorm and frost, that is some flakes of snow were still falling in the garden of that giant, and the snow danced about through the trees. One morning the giant was lying awake in bed when he heard some lovely music. Now, children, one day he was lying on the bed of his room, and suddenly he heard a very nice music, very melodious music coming from outside. It sounded so sweet to his ears that he thought it must be the king's musician passing by. Now, children, that music was very much sweet, it was very much melodious to his ears, and he thought that it must be the king's musician passing by. So, what he did? It was really only a little linnet singing outside the window. But children, when he opened his window, when he saw outside, it was a linnet. Linnet is a small brown color bird, and it sings song like koel in our India, cuckoo bird in England, koel in India. So these are some of the birds which nightingale it also sings. So these are some of the famous. These are some of the birds which is famous. They are famous for their singing. So he saw a linnet, a beautiful small linnet, and she was singing so melodiously that he thought that as if some king musicians are there outside. They are passing by the wall outside his house. But it was so long since he had heard a bird singing in his garden that it seemed to him to be the most beautiful music in the world. Now, children, why he felt that music was so beautiful? Because it was a natural music coming from that bird, and it had been long that he did not hear any chirping of the bird. Everybody, I hope, like the chirping of the bird. They love the twittering of the bird. So it was that giant, for a longer period of time he did not hear any bird. So when he heard after a long time that a small little brown color linnet was singing, it looked very, he felt very melodious, that he felt the music in a very beautiful manner. He listened to that music, he felt that it is very melodious. Then the hail stopped dancing over his head, and the north wind ceased roaring, and a delicious perfume came to him through the open casement. And suddenly what he felt, that hail is, you can see in the gloss, snow, frost, north wind, hail, all these have been presented as characters of person. North wind is a chilly wind is the coldest wind, and hail is the hailstorm. Now, children, north wind and this hailstorm, everything, when he heard that word, when he looked outside that garden, which was, after hearing that beautiful music, he was feeling very happy. He looked again, okay, then what he saw, that the hailstorm had stopped for a time being, and the north wind ceased roaring, that the north wind is not roaring over his head, and a delicious perfume came to him through the open casement. You can see window that opens on hinge like a door. So that the window which opens, the door of the window which is opened on hinge. So that's if children, perfume are never delicious, but here it is written delicious. Delicious means something which you like. So he liked the perfume, the smell which he used to like, that perfume smell was coming to him through the open casement. I believe the spring has come at last, said the giant, and he jumped out of bed and looked out. Now, children, everybody welcome spring. Now, when he heard that beautiful, that nice perfume he felt that spring has come, and this perfume or the fragrance of the flowers which he can smell. So he jumped from out of his bed to look outside, because he was thinking that now the spring has come to his garden. Now we will read part 2. Now 3 points are there. First we will go through these 3 points. The first point, the second point, and the third point. So first point is, to celebrate the return of the children, trees covered themselves with birds and blossom. Now children, for the time being, what he saw when he came outside, that some children entered in his house, and they were playing, and that's why the tree had covered with birds and blossoms, and birds, they were there to welcome these children. These children were welcomed by birds and blossoms. The giant was delighted to see his friend back, especially a little boy whom he loved dearly. Now children, one boy was there. He was very small. Only that child was loved by the giant. Now he was happy when he saw that small child. The little boy soon disappeared, only to return much later. Now that boy disappeared because he had to, it is written there, because he had to return after some time. So now you can see that giant has opened his window, and he is looking outside, and he can see so many children are there. They are playing. Some of them are there on trees. They are enjoying in his garden, and that little boy is also there, to whom he loved dearly. He saw a most wonderful sight. Now this sight made him happy. Through a little hole in the wall, the children had crept in. Now the children are the most notorious fellows. We can say they are full of mischievous things. So what these children they have done, they have dug a hole in the wall, and through that hole they had crept inside the garden, and they were sitting in the branches of the tree, and they were enjoying. They were sitting on the branches of, in every tree that he could see, there was a little child. Now children, what he found that in every tree there was a little child, and trees were so glad to have the children back again that they had covered themselves with blossoms. And children, this tree, they were so happy when they saw the children are playing in the garden. They were sitting on them, that the many flowers have bloomed there to welcome these children, and were waving their arms gently. Their branches, it was moving as if they were waving their arms gently to welcome them. Above the children's head, the birds were flying about and twittering with delight. And children, upon the children's hand, what he saw, the beautiful birds, they were flying over their heads. They were twittering to welcome them. Even the birds were happy. The trees were very happy. They were showing their delight. The birds were showing their delight and joy by twittering to the children. And the flowers were looking up through the green grass and laughing. The beautiful stars like flowers, I told you, they found in the garden of that giant. So these flowers, they were so happy. They were looking up through the green grass, and they were laughing when they saw children playing. It was a lovely scene. Now that scene was very beautiful. Everybody was enjoying the whole nature, the children, flowers, fruit, trees, birds. Everybody was looking very happy. And in it was standing a little boy. And children, there he saw that little boy. He was also standing. He was so small that he could not reach up to the branches of the tree, and he was wandering on round. Now children, he was so strong, he was so small that he could not climb to the branches of the tree. And he was wandering, he was moving all around the trees, crying bitterly. He was crying because he was not able to climb on the tree. The poor tree was still covered with frost and snow, and the north wind was blowing and roaring above it. Now children, one of the tree was still covered with frost and snow, and the north wind was blowing and roaring at it. "Climb up, little boy," said the tree, and it bent its branches down as low as it could, but the boy was too tiny. children, one of the tree, okay, which was covered with all snow, it felt pity on that child who was crying. He blew his branches and he told the child to climb up. It bent its branches down as low as it could, but the boy was too tiny, was too small to climb upon the tree. And the giant's heart melted as he looked out. How selfish I have been, he said. Now I know why the spring would not come here. Now, children, when he saw, his heart melted because the child was crying while every other child climbed the tree. He was not able to climb, he was still crying. So, when he saw this, his heart melted. He was very happy at the scene because today everybody, including trees, flowers, birds, everybody was looking very happy. So even that scene make the giant happy too. He told the child that he will help him. Okay. And he started feeling how selfish I have been, he said, and he also realized that why the spring did not enter to his garden. So what happened? He went to that little poor boy, okay, and he put that little poor child on the top of the tree. And after that, he thought that he will knock down the wall. So two things he thought. He thought first he will go and put that little small child on the top of the tree, and second thing, now what he is going to do? He will knock off the wall. He will break the wall so that the children can come easily to in his garden and play forever and ever. He was really very sorry for what he had done. Now he was feeling sorry for what he had done. So he crept downstairs and opened the front door quite softly. Now he crept downstairs and he opened the front door quite softly and went out into the garden. But when the children saw him, they were so frightened that they all ran away and the garden became winter again. Now children were very much frightened. They all ran away and the garden became winter again. Only the little boy could not run. Now children, he opened the front door quite softly and went out into the garden. But when the children saw him, they were so frightened by him that they all ran away and the garden became winter again. And now the spring also left, the flower also stopped blooming, the bird also flew away, everybody was frightened, everybody went. Only the little boy did not run. Who could not go? That little boy. For his eyes were so full of tears, he did not see the giant coming. Now that boy was still crying, okay, when he saw going, so his eyes was full of tears. He could not see that the giant was coming. And the giant stole up behind him and took him gently in his hand. Now giant knew that if he will go to him from the front side, he will cry, he will feel frightened. So he went from the back side and he took him gently in his hand and put him into the tree. And the tree broke at once into blossom. Now children, that again he put him into the tree and that tree was full of blossom now. Beautiful flowers were there on that tree. And the birds came and sang on it. Now the birds also came and sat there on the tree and started singing. The little boy stretched out his two arms and flung them round the giant's neck and kissed him. Now children, that child was so happy when the giant put him on the tree that he stretched out his two arms and flung them round the giant's neck. He kissed the giant because he was very much happy that the giant had put him on the tree. And the other children, when they saw that the giant was not wicked any longer, they came running back, and then with them came the spring. Now children, what happened? That small child, he was so happy that he started kissing the giant. He stretched his two arms and flung them round the giant's neck. He kissed him. Children, when the other children saw that the giant is not doing anything to the child, he is behaving very kindly. So again these children, okay, they came back running inside the garden. and with them came the spring. And as soon as the children entered, the spring season also came. Now you can see it here. The giant is sitting and he is watching the children, and the children are playing. The spring is here. You can see the beautiful flowers here, the green grass everywhere. Okay, the twittering of the bird can be heard. So the spring season was back in his house. It is your garden now, little children, said the giant. And the giant, what he told them, he told the children, from now this garden is yours. And he took a great axe and knocked down the wall. And that very moment, what he did, he took a great axe, he took a big axe, and he knocked the wall, he broke the wall down. And when the people were going to market at 12 o'clock, they found the giant playing with the children in the most beautiful garden they had ever seen. And children, when the wall was broken, when the people of near that place, when they were going beside his house, beside the house of giant, what he saw that people, they saw that the giant is playing with the children. They admired his garden. They had seen that is one of the most beautiful garden they had ever seen. All day long they played, and in the evening they came to the giant to bid him goodbye. Now the children played whole day. They were so happy. And in the evening they told the giant goodbye. They bid him goodbye and they left the place. But where is your little companion? He said. The boy put him into the tree. The giant loved him the best because he had kissed him. Now children, when they were leaving, the giant asked those children that where is your companion? Where is that small child? The boy I put into the tree, the giant loved him the best because he had kissed him. Now the giant was still not able to see that a small child. And children, he remembered the true love which he had shown to the giant when he put him at the top of the tree. What the child had done, remember, he had put his arm around the neck of the giant and he kissed him. That was a true love from the child by that child. So he wanted to see that child again because he was very lonely and he had nobody to love and talk to him. So when the children were leaving, the giant his eyes was searching that a small child. We don't know, answered the children. He has gone away. Now the children told Kiwi, even we have not seen him. He might have left the place. You must tell him to be sure and come tomorrow. Now the garden told them that please tell him that he should come tomorrow also, said the giant. But the children said they did not know where he lived and had never seen him before. Now the children told him that they had never seen that child earlier. Okay, they had never seen him again, and even they don't know, they are not aware that where his house was. They don't know where he was living. Now giant felt very sad. Every afternoon when school was over, the children came and played with the giant. Now children, when the school used to get over, all the children, like before, they used to come to the giant's garden and they used to play for hours. The children came and played with the giant. Now even giant used to wait and he used to play with them. But the little boy whom the giant loved was never seen again. But from that day he could not see that child for whom he was waiting eagerly. Okay. Yet he longed for his little friend, and here the giant was longing to see him. He wanted to see his little friend and often spoke of him, and often he used to ask about him to other children. How I would like to see him, he used to say. He was eager to meet him, so he was telling to the other children how I would like to see him, he used to say. Years went by and the giant grew very old and feeble. Feeble means weak. So what is the meaning of feeble? Feeble means weak. Now children, the years passed by and you can see the giant beard, it is white now, so which proved that he is becoming old. Okay, He could not play about anymore, so he sat in a huge armchair chair and watched the children at their games and admired his garden. No children, now he was so weak that he was not able to play. He used to sit in the chair outside in the garden. He was having a huge armchair where he used to sit and he used to watch children at their games and he admired his garden. Now, children, when he saw his garden, he told himself, I have beautiful flowers. He said, but the children are the most beautiful flowers of all. Now, he told that I have so many flowers, but it is the children who are the most beautiful flowers in this earth. Now, he felt that it is the children who are the most beautiful flowers in this world. He started liking all the children. Now, children, the spring season was over and the winter season was once again. It was there all over the world. One winter morning, he looked out of his window as he was dressing. Now, he was dressing and it was a winter morning. He started looking outside his window. He did not hate the winter now, for he knew that it was merely the spring asleep. Now, children, he did not hate the winter. Now he liked all the season. Earlier, he used to hate the winter because nobody was there in his garden and he was full of loneliness. But now, he didn't hate the winter, for he knew that it was merely the spring asleep and that the flowers were resting now, because he knew that now the nature also need rest. The flowers are resting and spring will be coming after some time again. Suddenly, he rubbed his eyes in wonder and looked and looked. It certainly was a marvelous sight. And children, suddenly he saw something very unusual. He was not able to believe, and so he rubbed his eyes again in wonder. And he started looking very carefully. He looked again and again. It certainly was a marvelous sight. Now, children, marvelous means wonderful. So, what is marvelous sight? That means the scene which he had seen just now, it was marvelous. It was wonderful. In the farthest corner of the garden was a tree quite covered with lovely white blossom. Now, in the corner of his garden, a tree was there, and the tree was covered with beautiful white flowers. Its branches were golden, and children, the branch of that tree was golden color, and silver fruits hung down from them, and the fruits were of silver color which hung down from them. And underneath it stood the little boy he had loved. And the most wonderful thing what he had seen, it was that beautiful boy who was standing under the tree, to whom he had loved so much. When the giant saw this, he could not believe, and he was so happy that he ran to greet that child. So downstairs ran the giant in great joy. He was very happy. He saw that a small child to whom he loved very much. He came outside to the garden to greet him. He hastened across the grass. That means he ran very quickly across the grass and came near to the child. Near the child, and when he came quite close, his face grew red with anger, and he said, "Who had dared to wound thee?" Thee is a Shakespearean English, and thee here means you. So, children, this word we not use nowadays in English. It is an old English, and the most popular and the most greatest novelist of the world, that is the Shakespeare. He was the dramatist. He has written many drama. So these words were often used in his dramas. So he came, and children, he saw that his child, it had some mark. It had hurt. He saw some wound in his hand. Now he was very angry. He started shouting, "Who hath means here has." Again, this is a old English. This is not used nowadays. Nowadays we are using has, have, had. But earlier, instead of has, have, had, we used to write hath. Now he is telling who had dared to wound you. Who had dared to wound you? Who had given you this hurt? For on the palms of the child's hand were the print of 2 nails. Now, children, he saw on the palm, and he saw that there was a print of the 2 nails, and the print of 2 nails were on the little feet. Who had dared to wound thee? Again he cried. He was so angry. He thought that who had hurt that child? That's why he must not be here for many days. When he is a wound, he was very hath. Hath means has dared to wound thee. Thee means you, that who has done this job, who had wounded you. Tell me that I may take my big sword and slay him. Slay means kill him. Now let's see what happened. Nay, the child said. Nay, nay means no. But these are the wounds of love. He said, okay, this is not the wound, this is not the hurt, but these are the wounds of love. Who art thou? Thou means you. Art means are. So again the giant asked, art means it is not the art, it is not the children, it is not the drawing part which you draw. Draw means art means are, and thou means you. Now, children, remember, children, who used to had this mark on his palms and in the feet? Can you guess who's that child who had this type of marks? Yes, it is the Jesus Christ. It is Lord Jesus Christ. He was crucified. Okay, a cruel king had killed him by putting nails inside his palms and feet, and with the excessive bleeding, the Christ was dead. But in fact, he was not dead. This is the thing which he told the bird, that soul never dies. It is a body, we leave the body, but it is the soul. It never dies. Whenever you will close your eyes, whenever you will remember me, I will come again and again to help you. So, children, now you can guess who that little boy was. So he told the giant, said the giant, and a strange awe fell on him, and he knelt before the little child. Now, children, the giant also started realizing. He started realizing that this child is not a ordinary child. Okay. When the child told him that it is a wound of love, he realized, as soon as he told that this wording, that this is a wound of love, he realized that this child is not an ordinary child. Said the giant, and a strange awe fell on him. Awe means fear. Now the giant was he became fearful. He could not imagine that why the God has come to his house in this manner. And he knelt before the little child. Knelt means he bent down on his knees. Okay. And the child smiled on the giant and said to him, you let me play once in your garden. Today you shall come with me to my garden, which is paradise. Paradise means heaven. Now, children, whatever the giant had guessed, his guess was true. Himself, the Lord has come to take him. And what did that child told? He told, once you let me play in your garden, you took me in your lap, you with your hand helped me to put me on the top of the tree. You let me enter in your garden to enjoy your garden, and today is that the time has come that today I have come to take you to my garden, which is paradise, which is heaven. And children, the God himself had come because he knew that the giant has changed. He is reformed now. He is completely changed man, and he is a man with a full of loving heart, and he has become very generous. And when the children ran in that afternoon, when they came, they found the giant lying dead under the tree, all covered with white blossom. His whole body was covered with white blossom. Now, children, so this child who were having had marks of nails on his hand and feet, didn't you feel that it remind us of the Lord Jesus, and he himself come to take the giant. Now children, God come to those people who are very good, who are very generous, they are very lucky. So he came to take that people like giant by themselves. So they found him dead, the children found him dead, and the garden now completely belonged to the children, and it also indicates that the giant had been blessed by Lord Christ himself. He was neither cruel nor selfish. So Christ forgave him and took him to paradise. And he had also a changed man now. He is completely reformed and he has become very nice. So in this manner, the God has come to take him because he was completely reformed man. So with this, I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day. Please go through my videos and listen carefully for the explanation of the lesson. Bye bye.